to my channel. My name is Mr.Adebanjo. I want to strongly welcome you to this video. In this video, we are going to be discussing the Wassce 2025 further mathematics objective questions. In our previous video, I promised that we are going to be discussing this question in this video. In our last video, we talked about the theoretical part of the Wassce 2025 general mathematics, the theoretical part of the questions. And if you have not seen that video, please check my channel. You will see the video for objective and the theory part of the Wassce 2025 general mathematics. So in this video, we are going to be providing solutions to the Wassce 2025 for the mathematics objective questions. So after this video, the next video will be the theoretical part of these questions. So, and what are we going to be doing in this video? We're going to be telling you the topic where each of the questions emanate from, and also we are going to be solving each of the questions step by step together. And we have 40 questions to solve together in this video. We are going to be showing you the step-by-step way of solving each of the question, and you are going to be selecting the correct answer from the options provided for each of the question. So we have a long way to go together, and I believe you are going to enjoy this video. But before we get it started, if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please click the subscribe button on the channel right away, so that you will be notified whenever we post information on this platform. And we are appealing to you that please do not keep this video to yourself. In as much as you have benefited from the video, please share this video on all your platforms. I mean the social media platform that you belong to, and all the groups. You never can tell. There may be students who are looking for this resource material to prepare themselves for any examination, and you have it at your disposal. Why not share it, and so that to help us reach out to people who may likely need this video. Please don't keep it to yourself. We are appealing once again, don't keep this video to yourself. Share it on all the platform that it belongs to, so that the other student will know about this platform and they will also benefit from it. And as you do so, may the good Lord bless you. Now the first question is what you are seeing on the screen right now, and the question is from SOD. It's from SOD. You have to, if SOD 5 minus 3 over 2 SOD 5 plus 3 is equivalent to s plus y SOD 5, you have to find the value of s plus y. So the first thing to do is to rationalize this SOD, in the sense that we can see that the denominator of the SOD is in SOD form. So we need to rationalize this SOD by finding the conjugate of the denominator, and the conjugate of 2 SOD 5 plus 3 is 2 SOD 5 minus 3. So we'll now use that to multiply up and down, to multiply this fraction. So the conjugate is of this is 2 SOD 5 minus 3, and we are now using it to multiply up and down that we are having here. So literally this will multiply this, and this also will multiply this as well. So from there, and I help you to rewrite that so that to know what you do, this will multiply this, and that's why we put it in brackets, and the denominator also will multiply out. But we can see that the denominator is different of 2 square, so we can apply the difference of 2 square for the denominator here instead of expanding in normally. Although if you don't understand the difference of 2 square, you can expand it normally, you are still going to arrive at the same answer. But the numerator, you need to expand normally. So let's start with the numerator. Now SOD 5 times 2 SOD 5, that will give us 10. How do we get 10? 10 is we have SOD 5 times SOD 5, that will give us 5. 5 times 2 will give us 10, so we have 10 here. Then SOD 5 times minus 3, that will give us minus 3 SOD 5. Then also we have a minus 3 times 2 sort 5, that will give us a minus 6 sort 5. Then minus 3 times minus 3 give us a 9 over. So here I apply difference of 2 squared for the denominators. So we have 2 sort 5 squared minus 3 squared. So from there you can collect the like times. 10 minus 6 will give us a 4. Then, 10 minus 6 will give us 4. What did I say? Sorry, pardon me. 10 plus 9 will give us 19 rather. Then we have minus 3 sort 5 minus 6 sort 5. That will give us a minus 9 sort 5. So that means the numerator we have 19, then minus 9 sort 5 over 2 sort 5 squared. That will give us a 2 sort 5 times 2 sort 5. So 2 times 2 will give us 4. Then sort 5 times sort 5 will give us 5. So 5 times 4 will give us 20. Then minus 9. Then from there, if you simplify the numerator further, so the denominator further, because you cannot remove 9 from minus, you cannot remove 19 from minus, we cannot remove minus sort 5 from 19. It's not possible. You can't subtract this, but you can do something to the denominator. So that will give us 11. So we have this, and then the question says we should. So we need to simplify this to look like the right hand side. So it's by splitting this fraction. If you split it, you'll be having 19 over 11 minus 9 sort 5 over 11 also. So you'll be having this, which is equivalent to what you're having here now. So in this case, you can now compare both sides. So to know our x and to know our y. So definitely our s will be 19 over 11 and our y will be minus 9 over 11. So from there, that will be, so if you now add them together, that will give us a 19 over 11 plus minus 19 over 11. And if you simplify this further by finding the LCM, plus times 1 will give us minus. So you'll be having 11 or as denominator, then the numerator will be having 19 minus 9, that gives us 10. So that gives us 10 over 11, which make option B the right answer for question number 1. And if you want to know more on sword, you can check my YouTube channel. There's a video I made on sword, and that video has been trending a lot on the internet, where I explain everything, all the concept on a sword. And I know that video will bless you very well if you look for the video. Question number 2 is from Indices. Question number 2 is from Indices. Question number 2 is from Indices. We are having that if 9 raised to power 2x minus 1 times 3 raised to power 2x over 27 raised to power x minus 1 is equal to 1, to find the value of x. So, of course, what can we do? We can cross multiply this 27 raised to power x minus 1 will multiply 1, that will give us this. So we have this multiplied by this at the left hand side. So from there we can change the base of, you can change this base, which is 9, to having base of 3, and also to 27 also. So you can change this one to be 3 raised to power 2, and this one to be 3 raised to power 3. So if I change this one to the 3 raised to power 2, so the power will multiply themselves. So we'll be having this times 3 raised to power 2 is equals to 3 raised to power 3, then 3 will multiply s minus 1 also, according to the law of indices. So from there, if you expand this bracket, you'll be having 4s minus 2 multiplied by this, then expand this bracket, you have 3s minus 3. So we can apply the law of indices to the left hand side. Since they have the same base and we have a multiplication here, you can add the power. So we'll be having 3 raised to power 4s minus 2 plus 2x equals to 3 raised to power 3s minus 3. So in this case, the base can take care of the base. So, or before that, you can simplify this one further, anyone you want to do. So I think I cancel out the base, then 4s plus 2s will give us 6x, then minus 2 equals to 3s minus 3. You take the like times, you have 6x minus 3 equals to minus 3 plus 2. So that will give us 6x minus 3 will give us 3x equals to minus 1. Divide both sides by 3, s will be equals to minus 1 over 2, 1 over 3 rather. That makes option B the right answer for question number 2. Question number 3 is from Logarithm also. Question number 3 is from Logarithm. If log 16 base x is equal to 2, you have to find the value of x. So this is a direct question. if you understand the meaning of logarithm, log 16 base x equals to 2 means that I can raise x twice to get 16. So that is how often can you raise x twice to get 16. So that's the meaning of logarithm. So that means I'll be having x raised to power 2 equals to 16. So that means x should be 4, but let's see how we got that. So that means you'll be having x raised to power equals to 16. Then you can change this one to index form or find the square root of both sides to find the value of your x. So x raised to power x squared equals to 4 squared. The power will cancel out. So x will be equals to 4, which make option A the right answer for question number 3. And if you want to understand logarithm very well and indices, check my YouTube channel also, where I made some video. I made 2 videos on logarithm and indices, and those videos has been wonderful. Please check those videos and you will be blessed. Now this fourth question is from the statement, logical statement, or propositional logic, anyone you want to call it. You are to consider the statement P, the land is fertile. Statement Q, the farmer harvests big cassava tubers. And statement R, the sun is ash. Which of the following represent the statement? If the land is fertile and the sun is not ash. So if the land is fertile and the sun is not ash, then that is a condition, a conditional an implication proposition. If then, so that should be one-headed arrow. So that should be one. Okay, all of them has one-headed arrow. We are saying that if the land is fertile, that is P, and the sun is not ash. This is the sun is ash, and the sun is not ash. That's negation of R. So you need to negate R, and there's a connective hand here, which is something like less than or lambda. So I should be having if P negation R. If P negation R. So where is that one? So we have it P negation R. Okay, we're having it here. If P and this is symbol for hand, this symbol for hand, then negation R, that is the sun is not ash, then the farmer harvests the big cassava tuber. So then Q. So that means the answer is for option D. If the land is fertile and the sun is not ash, then the farmer harvests the cassava. So option D is the right answer for question number 4. Question number 5 is from undefined fraction. We are to find the true set of the x for which 2x plus 3 over 4x cubed minus s is undefined. And we know that before a fraction could be undefined, that means the denominator must be equal to 0. So for this fraction to be undefined, that means the denominator must be equal to 0. So that means you'll be having 4x cubed minus x to be equal to 0 to make this fraction undefined. So something is common here that we can factorize. S is common. So s is common, you can bring out x. So you'll be having x into 4x squared minus 1 equals to 0. So the bracket, it seems like a difference of 2 squared. So we can simplify this bracket to make it a difference of 2 squared by changing these two to 2 raised to this 4 to 2 raised to power 2 and then 1 to 1 squared. So if you do that, then you'll be having something like this. Then you can now, since they're having the same power here, you can factorize the power out here since 2 is multiplying x. So that should give us a 2x raised to power 2. We'll be having s into 2x raised to power 2 minus 1 squared equals 0. So inside the bracket now, this is a difference of 2 squared, which can be written as a 2s minus 1 or 2s plus 1. So that means we're having it like this, equal to 0. So it means that each of these brackets is equal to 0, or each of these factors is equal to 0. So that means I should be having s equal to 0, and or I should be having 2s plus 1 to be equal to 0 also, which means you can find the value of x here by collecting like time. So you'll be having 2s is equal to minus 1 divided both sides by 2. That will give us s to be minus half. Then also for this as well, you'll be having 2s minus 1 equals 0. You can also find the value of x there. That should be x equals to half. So therefore, the true set will be minus 1, s is minus half, comma 0, and comma half. So that will be the true set of the value of x that will make this undefined. And then that make option C the right answer for question number 5. Question number 7 is from the coordinate geometry. We have to find the equation of the line passing through points 1, 4 and minus 2, 6. So the question is from coordinate geometry. So we are finding the equation of a line, of a straight line that passes through these two coordinates. And to do that, that can be done in two ways, but let's use the easiest way. So it's by using the formula y minus y1 over s minus s1 equals to gradient of the straight line, which is y2 minus y1 over s2 minus x1. So from these two coordinates, you will know our s1, y1, s2, y2. So if you substitute that into this, our y and x here, they are the two variables from that we are going to need in the equation will depend on. So which are representing the y-axis and x-axis. So if you substitute here the value of y1 and the value of x1 here, so y1 is 4, s1 is 1. So if you put that, you'll be having y minus 4 by s minus 1 equals to y2 is 6. So y2 is 6. So y2, that will be 6 minus y1 is 4 over s2 is a minus 2, then s1 is 1. So if you put that, you have this. From there, you can simplify this left hand side, this right hand side. 6 minus 4 is 2, minus 2 minus 1 is a minus 3. So you'll be having y minus 4 over s minus 1 equals to 2 over minus 3. From there, you can now cross multiply. So 2 will multiply s minus 1, and the minus 3 will multiply y minus 4. Expand the bracket, you'll be having 2s minus 2 equals to minus 3y plus 12. Then from there, you can take the like times. So you'll be having this, can bring the y here. So you'll be having 2x plus 3y equals to 12 plus 2. That gives us 14. So that is the solution. That's the equation of the straight line we were looking for. And that make option D the right answer for question number 6, I think. Question number 7 is from the function, mapping and function. We are given three functions, g of x equals to 2x plus 8, and the f of x equals to x plus 2, and the p of x is equals to 7 minus x. We have to find g of p of f. So this is a composite function, that is function within another function. So what does that mean? We are going to start with putting f of x inside p of x first. So whatever you now get, you now put inside g of x. So you start from inside outward. So I'm going to put f of s into p of x. What does that mean? This is f of x is here x plus 2. So I'm going to put into this p of x. That is, wherever I see x, I'm going to replace it by s plus 2. So you have g of s to be this, f of s to be this, p of s to be this. So I'm going to start with the inner one, which is p of f. So I'm going to put f of s into p of x. So that will be having 7 in minus open bracket s plus 2. So we'll be having 7 minus open bracket x plus 2. That is to say, we are putting this f of x into p of s. So whenever we see x, we're going to put s plus 2. So that gives us this. I can simplify this further by opening the brackets. So I'll be having 7 minus x minus 2. And that should give us 7 minus 2 is going to give us 5. So you have a 5 minus that is p of f. So this p of f will now be put into g of x. So we now put this value of p of f into g of x. So that is to say, whatever we get here, I'm going to put into g of x. So whatever we see x here in g of x, we're going to replace it by 5 minus x. So that means you'll be having 2 into bracket 5 minus x plus 8. So that gives us 2 into bracket 5 minus x plus 8. If you expand the bracket, you're going to be having 10 minus 2x plus 8. If you collect the like and 10 plus 8 is 18, then minus 2x. So you have 18 minus 2x, which make option C the right answer for question number 7. Question number 8 is from the polynomial. Is from polynomial, that is to say, remainder theorem in polynomial. But to find the remainder when this polynomial is divided by x plus 1. So there are two ways you can do this. You can use the long division method, or you can use the remainder theorem, in the sense that the remainder of this f of s should be x f of minus 1. So to find the remainder of f of s, you need to substitute the value of f of minus 1 into this. That will give us the remainder of f of x. So like I said here, remainder of f of s is f of minus 1. And if you simplify that, put f of minus 1 into this. So you're having 2 into minus 1 cube minus 4 into minus 1 square plus minus 1 minus 7. Minus 1 cube is minus 1. So this one should give us minus 2 there. Then minus 1 square is 1 times minus 4. That gives us minus 4. Then minus 1, this one give us minus 1 here, minus 7. And if you simplify it, that gives us minus 14, which make option A the right answer for question number 8. Question number 9 is from the sequence and series, in this case GP. The third and the seventh term of an exponential sequence GP are 9 and 1/9 respectively. We have to find the first term. So what is the third term of a GP? That will be AR squared. That will be equal to 9. So AR squared will be equal to 9. Then the seventh term of a GP is AR raised to power 6. That will be equal to 1/9. So we have AR raised to power c equals to 1/9. So from there, our aim is to find the first term, which is A. So what can we do? We can divide equation 2 by equation 1. So divide equation 2 by equation 1. So I'll be having AR raised to power 6 divided by AR raised to power 2 equals to 1/9 divided by 9. So we'll be having this like this. AR raised to power 6 over AR squared equals to 1/9 divided by 9. So from there, it will cancel A. Then R squared will go in R raised to power 6. That will give us R raised to power 4. Then we can now change this one to times. So that will give us a 1/9 times 1/9. That gives us 1/81. So you have R raised to power 4 equals to 1/81. So from there, you can find the fourth root of both sides. Sorry, fourth root of both sides, yes, to find the value of our R. So the fourth root of both sides, the fourth root of 1 is 1, the fourth root of 1 is 3. So that means the common ratio is 1/3. You can put that into equation 1 to find the value of A. So in equation 1, we have AR squared equals to 9. So our R is 1/3. So we have A into 1/3 squared equals to 9. Then we'll be having 1/3 squared is 1/9. So 1/9 times A will give us 9/9. So A/9 rather equals to 9. Then you can cross multiply. A will be equal to 81, which will make option A the right answer for question number 9. Question number 10 is from set. Question number 10 is from set. We are given that the set P having x elements such that the element is from 0 is less than s less than or equals to 6. That means the element is greater than 0 but less than or equals to 6. So that means the element should be from 1 to 6. So that is for set P, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then there's also set Q having x elements such that there's 1 less than or equals to s less than or equals to 7. So that means the element here should be from 1 to 7, because 1 is less than or equals to x. That means s is greater than or equals to 1. So, and s is less than or equals to 7. So definitely the set Q have element of 1 to 7, which is what we're having here. Excuse me. So we have to find the value of set P intersection Q. So that means the common element to set P and set Q are to be listed. And so that will be 1, that will be 2 is here, 2 is here. We have 3, 3 is here, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6. So P intersection Q should be 1 to 6 as well, which is simply representing set P. So the interaction between the two sets is same thing as the element in set P. So that means interaction P intersection Q is same thing as set P, which make option A the right answer for question number 10. Question number 11 is also from sequence and series. In this case, we are given that 11 P, Q, R, and RST and 29 are consecutive terms of a linear sequence AP. We have to find the value of P plus Q plus R plus S plus T. In this case, the question is from sequence and series, which is AP. So we are given the first term. We are told that these are consecutive terms. So I can call it the first term, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. So we have the first 7 term of the sequence here. So the first term is 11, which is A. So the second term, which is what? P. And the third term is Q, fourth R, fifth is S, sixth is T, and seventh is 29. So the first term is 11. So the seventh term is 29. And what is seventh term of an AP? Seventh term of an AP is A plus 6D. So A plus 6D is the seventh time. So that means this 29 should be equal to A plus 6D. So 29 should be equal to A plus 6D, which is representing the seventh term. So from there, we know our A, which is the first term. We can substitute that into this so as to find the common difference. So that means we have 29 equals to 11 plus 6D. You can collect the like times. So we'll be having 6D equals to 29 minus 11. So 29 minus 11 is 18. So that means 6D equals to 18. Divide both sides by 6. D will be 3. So that means the common difference of the sequence is 3. So that we can use that to find the second term, which is P. So P will be, which is second term. Second term of an AP is A plus D. That will be 11, which is the first term, plus the common difference 3. That will give us 14. That's the second term. The third term of an AP, which is represented by Q here, is A plus 2D. So we'll be having Q to be equal to A plus 2D. And that will give us 11, which is the first term, plus 2 times 3 will give us 6. And if we add that, that will give us 17. That's the third term. And the fourth term, which is represented by R here, and the fourth term of an AP, that will be A plus 3D. So we'll be having A plus 3D equals to 11, which is first term, plus 3 times 3 will give us 9. Will give us 20 if you add together. And the fifth term, which is represented by S here, and the fifth term of an AP is A plus 4D. So if you simplify that, you have 11 plus 12 equals 23. Then there's the sixth term, which is represented by T. So sixth term is A plus 5D, and that will be 11 plus 15, that gives us 26. So the value, you have to add the value of P plus Q plus R plus S together. So you have to sum them together. And if you sum these 14 plus 17 plus 20 plus 23 plus 26, and that should give us 100, which make option D the right answer for question number 11. Question number 12 is from the differentiation. We have to differentiate if y is equals to 2 minus x over s plus 5x. We have to find the y dx. We have to differentiate this function. Y is equals to this, and then you should know that this function you can differentiate this function when you're having a function divided by another function. That means that can be differentiated by using quotient rule. So you're going to use quotient rule to differentiate this. So you're going to call the function at the top, you can go to call it u, and the one under you're going to call it v. So if you call 2 minus s u, so I can differentiate u with respect to x. That gives us the u dx, and that should give us minus 1. So then the denominator also, we have v is equal to 3 plus 5x. So if I differentiate v with respect to x, I'm going to have the v dx, and that should give us a 5. Then from there, if you remember your quotient rule, which says that the y dx is going to be v equals to v du dx minus u dv dx over v square. Our v is this 3, so if you put that here, so you'll be having 3 plus 5x into bracket. Our du dx is minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. Then minus our u is 2 minus x, so we're having here, and our dv dx is 5, so you have 5 over v square. That means I have 3 plus 5x squared. Then if you simplify the numerator, minus 1 will open the bracket here, and 5 will open this bracket. So that will give us a minus 3 minus 5x. Then also we have a minus 10. Then we have a plus 5x. So we have used 5 and the minus to expand this bracket. That will give you this. So minus 3 minus 10, if you collect like time, that gives us minus 13. Then minus 5x plus 5x gives us 0. So you have minus 13 over 3 plus 5x, or 5x plus 3 squared. And that make option B the right answer for question number 12. And if you want to understand the differentiation very well, I'm going to be uploading a video on differentiation very well. Sorry, I say very soon rather. And I'm going to be explaining everything on differentiation so as to help students understand differentiation. So if you want to know, please subscribe to this channel so that you'll be notified when the video is uploaded. Now, the 13th question is from binary operation. We are told that the operation asterisk is defined on the set of real number r by s asterisk y equals to sod x minus sod y over 2 sod x plus 3 sod y, where s comma y is greater than 0. You have to evaluate 7 asterisk 4. So like I told you, it's from binary operation. In this case, you are working on closure property. Now, of course, in this case, s asterisk y, you have to put that into this rule. S asterisk y give us this rule. So when you have a 7 asterisk 4, that means your s will be 7 and y will be 4. You can put that into this rule as well. So from there, you'll be having a 7. So you'll be having 7, our s is 7. You'll be having sod 7 minus y is 4. You're having sod 4 over 2 sod 7 plus 3 sod 4. We can simplify this further. We can find sod 4. We can simplify sod 4 further. Sod 4 is 2. And sod 4 also is going to be 2. So you have 2 times 3, that gives us 6. So this will be reduced to 7. Sorry, sod 7 minus 2 over 2 sod 7 plus 6. Then we can now rationalize this sod, because we are having the denominator in sod form. So we have to rationalize this by multiplying up and down by the conjugate of the denominator. And the conjugate of the denominator here is 2 sod 7 minus 6. So that will multiply up and down. You can now expand the brackets for numerator and denominator, but the denominator is the difference of 2 squares. So that gives us a 2 sod 7 squared minus 6 squared. For numerator, you have to expand normally. So we have sod 7 times 2 sod 7. That will give us 14. Sod 7 times minus 6 gives us a minus 6 sod 7. Minus 2 times 2 sod 7. That will give us a minus 4 sod 7. Then minus 2 times minus 6 gives us a plus 12 over 2 sod 7 squared minus 6 squared. From here, if you simplify further, you'll be having 14 plus 12, that gives us 28. Then minus 6 sod 7 minus 4 sod 7, that gives us a minus 10 sod 7 over 2 sod 7 squared, that gives us a 28. Then minus 6 squared, that gives us 36. If you simplify further, you'll be having you cannot subtract this. We cannot subtract this. Okay, you can't subtract this from this one, but we can do something to the denominator. 28 minus 36 will give us a minus 8. So we'll be having minus 8 under, but we can factorize 2 out of the numerator here, because 2 is common to 96 and 10. So we have 2 into 13 minus 5, so 6, 7 over minus 8. 2 can go in 8 here. That's the reason why we factorize in the first place. So we'll be having 13 minus 5 sod 7 over minus 4. Then like this. So we can now break this into simple fractions, because of the way the answer is projected. So if you divide this, so you'll be having 13 divided by minus 4, that gives us minus 13 over 4. Then also minus can cancel minus in the middle here, so you'll be having plus 5 sod 7 over 4, which is what you're having here. And if you look at the option provided here, I think option B is the right answer for question number 13. Question number 14 is from the quadratic equation. In this case, the sum of root and product of quadratic equation. If m and n are the root of this quadratic equation and m squared plus n squared is equal to 8, you have to find the positive values of k. So from the equation given to us, s squared plus ks plus 4 equals 0, our a will be coefficient of s squared, so a will be 1, and our b will be k, and our c will be 4. So we are told that m and n are the root of the quadratic equation. So if you sum the root of the quadratic equation, which is m plus n, and that will give us a minus b over a, which is the formula for summing root of quadratic equation. And in this case, our b is a k, and our a is 1. So you're having minus k over 1. That will give us minus k. Sorry, that is minus k, not k, please. Help us adjust that, so there's a slight mistake there. So minus k over 1, that gives us minus k, not k. So then product of the roots, so which is m, n. And the formula for finding the product of root of quadratic equation is c over a. And our c is 4, and our a is 1. So if you put that, that will give us 4 also. So you have minus k as the sum and 4 as the product. Then if you find the expansion of m squared plus n squared, that will give us m plus n squared minus mn, minus 2mn rather. So our aim is to, you are already been given the value of m squared plus n squared, which is what you are having here to be 8. So you can substitute that into this. We know the value of our m plus n, which is what you are having here, our minus k. So our minus k will be here, and our mn, which is the product of the roots, that will be 4. So we'll be having 2 times 4 here. So that means we'll be having 8 equals to minus k squared, which is going to give us a k squared also, no problem. That's why the answer is still correct. So then minus 2 times 4. So from there, you'll be having 8 equals to k squared minus 8. So collect like time, you'll be having k equals to 16. If you collect like times, find the square root of both sides, you're having k to be 4, which should make option D the right answer for question number 14. Question number 15 is from the differentiation and integration, that is ordinary differential equation. So now we are given that that 2y over the s squared is equals to s minus 1, and the differentiation of f prime of 1 is equals to 5, that is okay, I'll tell you the meaning of that. And the y of 0 is 6. You got to find y of x. So like I said, you are given this higher derivative. So we have to in this function was differentiated twice to give us that 2y over the s squared. Then if you integrate both sides, if I integrate this second higher derivative, if I integrate it once, it's going to give me the y dx. And if I integrate the right hand side, so that will give us s squared over 2 minus x. So I'm going to be having the y dx. If I integrate that 2y over the s squared, it's going to give me the y dx equals to, if I integrate x, that gives me s squared over 2 minus, if I integrate 1, that gives me x plus c, which is the constant. So when you integrate a function, you need to add a constant to it. So from there, we know so this can be written, the y dx can be written as a y prime of x. So I can write this one as y prime of x. So this y prime of x it means the y dx, and that's what this one is standing for. So y prime of x means the y dx equals to this. So we have already been given the y prime of 1. So that means you can replace this one by 1. So we'll be having y prime of 1 to be 5. So I can y prime of 1. So that means our s will be 1. So I can replace 1 by 5 equals to whatever I see x here, I'll put 1 here. So I'll be having 1 squared over 2 minus 1 plus 6, plus c rather. If I simplify it, that'll give us a 5 equals to 1 over 2 minus 1. So if I remove half from minus 1, that'll give us minus half plus c. From there, I can collect like times. So you'll be having c equals to 5 plus half. And if you simplify, that'll give us 11 over 2. So if I return that into this equation here, so I'll be having the y dx equals to s squared over 2 minus x plus 11 over 2, which is the equation that we have here. after getting the value of the constant. Then you can also integrate this again. If I integrate this function again, so if I integrate the y dx, I'm going to get y of x, which is what you're looking for. We're going to get y of x. So if I integrate the y dx, I'm going to get y of x. So that gives us a y of x equals to, if I integrate s squared over 2, that gives us s cubed over 6 minus, if I integrate x, that gives me s squared over 2, plus if I integrate 11 over 2, that gives us 11 over 2s plus c, another constant after integration. Then from there, we are given the value of y of 0. So if I'm, that means our s will be equal to 0 here, to be able to find the value of our c here. So that will give us c equals to 0 cubed over c, that gives us 0, minus 0 squared over 2, that gives us 0, plus 11 over 2 multiplied by 0, that gives us 0 plus c. So that means the constant will be 6 in this case. So if you return that into this equation we are having here, this equation, if you return the value of your c into this equation, the question says we should find the value of y of x, which is this equation, but we need to know the value of c. That's why we have done this. So c is 6. So if you return that into this, you will be having y of s equals to s cubed over 6 minus s squared over 2 plus 11 over 2x plus 6, which make option C the right answer for question number 15. Question number 17. Question number 16 is from the binomial expansion. We have to find the coefficient of the system in ascending power of x in the binomial expansion 1 minus 3s over 4 raised to the power 9. So you are looking for the coefficient of the power of x. So now this can be, sorry, you are looking for the coefficient of the system rather in the ascending power of x rather. So this can be done in different ways. I can expand this bracket using the binomial expansion way, and I will now, when I now get to look for the system there, I will now look for the coefficient. Or you can use the formula for binomial expansion to get the system, and when you get the system, you can now see simplify the coefficient of the system. So in this case, I use the formula for binomial expansion. So the term in the binomial expansion is gotten by the n combination s q raised to power n minus s q raised to power x, where s is representing the term you are looking for by minus 1 rather. So the term you're looking for by reducing by 1, in the sense that the first term of an in the binomial expansion is carrying 0. So the second term will have 1, third term is 2, the fourth term is 3, and so on. So that's why you need to remove the term you are looking for by 1. So in this case, you are looking for system. So that means I will be having the system to be equal to 9 combination 5. How do we get 5 here? Because I remove 1 from the term you are looking for. That you have 5 here. Then we have 1, which is the first term you are having here, which is 1 raised to power 9 minus 5. So then into bracket our q will represent minus 3 over 4, minus 3s over 4 raised to power 5 term we are looking for. So if you simplify this further, 9 combination 5 will give us a 126, and 9 minus 4 is 5 is 4, and 9 minus 4 is 1 raised to power 4 is still 1. So from there also you'll be having minus 3 raised to power 5, that give us minus 243 over 4 raised to power 5, give us 1024. Then s raised to power 5, but we don't need s raised to power 5 because we have to find the coefficient of the power of x. So from then now, if you simplify this further, we'll be having 2 can go here, 2 can go here. You'll be having 63 times what you're having here. If you multiply out, you'll be having 15,309 over 512, and that makes option A the right answer for question number 16. Question number 17 is from the matrices. It's from matrices. We have to find the value of S for which the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix is equal to 14. And before I explain this also, there's a video I made on matrices for both general mathematics and further mathematics. So I have 2 videos on matrices on my channel. if you want to know matrices very well, whether for general mathematics student or further mathematics student, you have two videos there. So the second one is the continuation of the first one. So please check those videos. You will be blessed when you watch those videos because I explain all the topics on matrices there. So let's talk about those. You have to find the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix and equate it to be 14. And how do you find the determinants? You cross multiply the two diagonals and you subtract this one from this one. So that means I'll be having 2x times minus 5 minus 3 times 5. So I'll be having 2x times minus 5 minus 3 times x equals to 14. So that's how to find the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix. That is, this I cross multiply this diagonal minus I cross multiply this diagonal also equals to 14. So if you expand the bracket, you'll be having minus 10 equals to minus 10x rather minus 3 equals to 14. Expand the bracket, this minus times minus will give us plus. We have minus 10x plus 3 equals to 14. Minus 10x plus 3x is minus 7x equals to 14. Divide both sides by minus 7. S will be equals to minus 2, which make option D the right answer for question number 17. Question number 18 is from statistics. In this case, measure of dispersion. Calculate the standard deviation of 2, 7, 10, 11, 16, and 20. So you want to know the standard deviation for this ungrouped data, this 6 datas. And how do you find the standard deviation of an ungrouped data? It's by using the formula, the square root of summation s minus s bar square over n. So if you look at this formula very well, we have our x, which is representing the data we are having here, 2, 7, 10, 11, and 16, and 20. We have x bar. S bar is representing mean. S bar means mean. So we need to find the mean of this set of data. So, and our n is representing the number of data we have, which is 6. So the first thing to do is to get your mean of this data. So we need to find the mean of the data by adding the data together and divide it by 6. And if you find the mean, you have 11. Sum these data together, divided by 6. So you have it 66 divided by 6, that gives us 11. Then we can now compute this table now to be able to find our, after finding the mean now, we need to find our x minus x bar by removing our what's it called, our mean from x, or this value here. So how you can compute that in a tabular form. So these are the value of our x, 2, 7, 10, 11, 16, 20. So we need to compute x minus s bar is by removing our mean from our x. So we are having 2 minus 11, that gives us minus 9, 7 minus 11 minus 4, 10 minus 11 minus 1, 11 minus 11 is 0, 16 minus 11 is 5, 20 minus 11 is 9. So after getting s minus s bar, you now squared your s minus s bar squared. So you need to square this s minus s bar. So that will give us minus 9 squared is 81, minus 4 squared is 16, minus 1 squared is 1, 0 squared is 0, 5 squared is 25, 9 squared is 81. I haven't gotten that. You need to sum the summation of s minus s bar squared. So you need to sum this, and that gives us 204. And I haven't gotten that. You need to return it back into this formula. So I'll be having square root of 204 divided by 6. And if you simplify that with your calculator, that gives us a 5.83. That makes option A the right answer for question number 18. Question number 19 is from the vector. We are told that the dot product of P and Q is 1, where vector P is this and vector Q is this. You have to find the value of X. So you have to find the dot product of vector P and Q, and the answer is 1. So that will enable us to find the value of our X here. So if you find the dot product of this, so I will multiply I, J will multiply J. Because if you do I times J, that will give us 0. So you don't need to go back. You can just do I times I, J times J straight away, because this is a dot product. So 3 over 5 I times minus 5 over 3I. So that should give us minus 1. In the sense that 3 over 5 times 5 over 3. 5 will take care of 5, 3 will take care of 3. So that will be have minus 1. So that will give us minus 1 there. Then S times 4 over 7, that gives us 4 over 7 x, then j times j will give us 1. So you have the 4 over 7 x left there equals to 1. So you can take the like times, you'll be having 4 over 7s equals to 1 plus 1 give us 2. I can cross multiply here, so that'll be 4s equals to 7 times 2, that gives us 14. And divide both sides by 4. So, and reduce that, that'll give us 7 over 2, which make option A the right answer for question number 19. Question number 20 is still from on vector. You see on vector, if vector u is having 3i plus 4j and vector v is 2i minus 3j, you have to find the direction of u plus v. So the first thing to do is to sum the vector, is find the vector of u plus v. So we have u plus v, that means addition of these two vectors. So we'll be having 3i plus 4j plus 2i minus 3j. So you collect like times 3i plus 2j will give us 5i. 3i plus 2i rather will give us 5i. Then 4j minus 3j, that will give us plus j. So to find the direction of this vector now, that will give us tan theta to be equals to the coefficient of I is 5 over 1. So that gives us a tan theta equals to 5. Can now find the tan inverse of minus 5, that gives us 0.79 degrees, which make option A the right answer for question number 20. Question 21 is from the polynomial. The polynomial g of s is this, has the same remainder as when divided by s plus 2 and s minus 1. You have to find the value of q. So you have to use the idea of the remainders theorem to find the value of q here. That is to say that when I divide this g of s by s plus 2, the remainder is the same thing as when I divide this g of s by x minus 1. So that will enable us to find the value of q here. So what does that mean? Now, when I divide this s function by s plus 2, so that means I can use the remainder theorem. The remainder of this g of s will be x f of minus 2. So the remainder of g of s will be g of minus 2. I don't know why I'm saying f of. The remainder of g of s will be g of minus 2, and the remainder of g of s when divided by s or s by minus 1 will be g of 1. So let's start with the first one. To find the remainder of this g of x when divided by g of minus 2. I don't know why I'm writing f of, so please change this to be g, not f. So the remainder, when I divide g of x by s plus 2, the remainder will be g of minus 2. So if you put that into this, you will be having a 2 into bracket minus 2 cube plus 3 into minus 2 squared plus q into minus 2 minus 1. And if you simplify this, minus 3 cube is minus 8 times 2, that gives us minus 16. Then minus 2 squared is 4 times 3, that gives us 12. Q times minus 2 minus 2 q minus 1. You take the like times, minus 16 plus 12 is minus 4. Minus 1 also, that gives us minus 5 minus 2q. So this is the remainder in terms of q when you divide this g of x by s plus 2. Then also we have to divide this g of s by s minus 1. So that means the remainder also of this when divided by this will be g of 1. So you can put that into this function as well. That means you have 2 into 1's cube plus 3 into 1 square plus q into 1 minus 1. You simplify that, that will give us 2 plus 3 plus q minus 1. That will give us 4 plus q. So you are told that the remainder of this and this are equal. So you'll be having minus you'll be having minus 5 minus 2q to be equal to 4 plus q. You can take the like sign from there. You'll be having minus 2q minus q, that gives us minus 3q, then equals to 4 plus 5, that gives us 9. Divide both sides by minus 3, that gives us the minus 3 also, which make option C the right answer for question number 21. Question number 22 is from the application of differentiation. Application of differentiation, the gradient of q of point q on the curve y equals to 2x squared plus 1 plus 2x plus 1 is 30. So find coordinate of q. So we are given the y, for a curve y is equal to 7x squared plus 2x plus 1, and the gradient is 30 degrees. So it's 30 at this point. So we are looking for the coordinates of q. Now what can we do? We can integrate this. That's an integrate. You can differentiate this function, because differentiation means gradient. So if I differentiate this function, I'll be having 14x plus 2, then which will be equal to 30 to be able to find the value of our x. So we'll be having 30 equals to 14x plus 2. Collect like times, you'll be having 14x equals to 28. Divided by 14, s will be 2. So at this point, s equals to 2. So when you know that s equals to 2, you can use that to get the value of our y at that point. So if by putting the value of our s into this equation, so we'll be having y is equals to 7 into 2 s2 squared plus 2 into 2 plus 1. So y will be equals to 28 plus 4 plus 1, that gives us a 33. So that means the coordinates of q will be 2, 33, which make option A the right answer for question number 22. Question number 23 is from the product, the sum and the product of root of quadratic equation. In this sense, we are told that if the root of 3s squared minus s minus 1 equals 0 are alpha and beta, find the values of alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 over 9. So we are given the equation 3s squared minus 1x minus 1 equals 0. From here, our a will be 3, our b will be minus 1, our c will be minus 1. So we will need the sum of the roots, which is alpha plus beta. That will give us minus b over a. And if you substitute that into this, you'll be having minus into bracket minus 1 over 3, and that gives us a 1 over 3. And the product of the root also, which is alpha beta, that will be c over a, and that should give us a minus 1 over 3 as well. So from there, we have to evaluate this. So we need to know the expansion for alpha squared plus beta squared. So we need to name the expansion for alpha squared plus beta squared, and that should be alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. So that will replace this one here, so that we'll be able to substitute the value of alpha beta and alpha plus beta into it, then plus 2 over 9. So what's our alpha plus beta? That should be 1 over 3. So we have 1 over 3 squared minus 2 into our alpha beta is 1 over 3 minus 1 over 3 plus 2 over 9. Then from there, if you expand this bracket here, you'll be having 1 over 9, then plus 2 over 3 plus 2 over 9. And find the LCM here, which should be 9. That gives us 1 plus 6 plus 2, and that should give us 9 over 9, that gives us 1, which make option D the right answer for question number 23. Question number 24 is from statistics also. In this case, we are told that the ages in years of 10 children in a school are 4, 4.5, 7.8, 9.5, 6, 9, 12.5, 11, 15, then 5.5. We have to calculate correct or 2 decimal places the mean deviation. So mean deviation of an ungroup data is calculated by summation of absolute values of x minus s bar over n. In this case, x is representing the data given to us, our s bar is representing mean, our n is the number of data that is given to us. So that means the first thing to do is to first calculate the mean. So if I calculate mean, that means I need to sum all these data together, divide it by number of data there. We have 10 data there. So if you do that, you're going to get 7.48 as the mean of the data. So we can now compute our x minus s bar. That is to say, you're going to be removing this mean from the data, from the value you're having here. So you can do that in a tabular form. So we have our x, which is represented by these data here. We can now compute our x minus s bar. So that will be 4 minus 7.48. That gives us minus 3.48. The next one we have the next one will be having our 4.5 minus 7.48. that gives us minus 3.98. 7.8 minus 7.48, that gives us 0.32. 9.5 minus 7.48. That gives us this. So you do everything like that, you have this. Then the next thing is to find the absolute value that or modulus. Absolute value or modulus of this data. That will eliminate the negative values. And that will give everything to be positive for us. Then you are now to sum this. So if you sum this together, that gives us 24.8. If you return that into this formula, you'll be having 24.8 divided by 10. That gives us a 2.48, which make option B the right answer for question number 24. Question 25 is from the application of differentiation. Application of differentiation to rectilinear motion. Application of differentiation to rectilinear motion. The distance s in meters covered by particle in t seconds is s equal to 7 over 2 t squared plus 5t plus 18. You have to find the acceleration of the particle. So, like I told you, we are given this equation to represent the distance covered by an particle in t seconds. So, to get acceleration, of course, we know that acceleration is this velocity over time. So distance in relative to time is if you differentiate distance with time, that gives us velocity. So velocity is a distance over time. So that will be, if I differentiate distance with time, that gives us velocity. So if I differentiate this function, I'll be having 2 times 7 over 2t plus, if I differentiate 5t, that gives us 5. If I differentiate 18, that gives us 0. So if I simplify that, 2 cancel 2, so we'll be having 7t plus 5. So again, we have to find acceleration. So I need to differentiate this function again. That gives me acceleration. So if I differentiate the v, if I differentiate the v with respect to t, that will give me dv dt, which is representing acceleration. So acceleration is dv dt. So acceleration will be dv dt, or I can differentiate this function again. That will be me that 2s over that t squared. So it's still the same thing. Either I do dv dt or I differentiate this using the second time. That gives us the 2s that t squared. So if I differentiate 7t, that gives me 7, and if I differentiate 5, that gives me 0. So that acceleration will be equal to 7 meters per second squared, which make option D the right answer for question number 25. Question number 26 is from the function also. Mapping and function, we are given that the g of s is equal to 2s plus 5. Find the image of minus 3 under g inverse of x. So what are we going to do? The first thing to do is to find the inverse of g of x. So we are given g of s will be 2s plus 5. So that means this can I call this one y. So we have y is equal to 2s plus 5. So we need to make s, so let's substitute the formula. So color light times, you have 2s equals to y minus 5. Divide both side by 2, you have s equals to y minus 5 over 2. So then you need to interchange these variables. So I will call this one y, and I'll call this one x. So I'll be having y equals to s minus 5 over 2. So this y we are having here and this y, they are not the same thing. So this y represents g of x, but this y you are having here represents g g inverse of x. That is to say the inverse of this one here. So that means I can call this one g inverse of s to be equal to s minus 5 over 2. Now I'm to find the image of minus 3 inside this one under this. So what do? I need to substitute minus 3 into this g of inverse of x. So that will give me the g inverse of minus 3 to be equal to minus 3 minus 5 over 2. So that will give us minus 8 over 2, and that gives us a minus 4, which make option A the right answer for question number 26. Question number 27 is still on a binomial expansion, just like we did before. In one of the questions, we have to find the question of x raised to the power 3 in the binomial expansion of n minus 5x raised to the power 7. So you can do it in different ways, or you can use this binomial expansion formula to find the coefficient of the term we are looking for. In this case, we are looking for question of x raised to the power 3. So which time we have x raised to power 3? That should be fourth term. So the fourth term we have the x raised to power 3. So that means we'll be having fourth term equals to 7 combination with the fourth term minus 1. So that gives us 3 here. Raised to equals to m, because our p here is our p is m here, raised to power 7 minus 3 give us 4 into bracket. Our q here is represented by minus 5x, that will be minus 5 raised to power 3. If you simplify that further, 7 combination 3 will give us 35. Then m raised to power 4 times minus 5's cube will give us a minus 125 x raised to power 3. So our aim is to find the coefficient of s cube. So that means we need to multiply minus 25 by 35. That gives us minus 4,375 m raised to power 4. So that's the coefficient of the s raised to power 3. And that make option B the right answer for question. No, sorry. Option A rather. Option A, the right answer for question number 27. Question number 28 is from momentum. We are told that a particle of mass 4 kg move from point P with velocity 3i plus 10j meter per second and then reach a point Q with velocity 2i plus 3j meter per second, but to find the change in momentum of the particle from P to Q. Of course, we know that the change in momentum, that should be mass multiplied by the change in velocity. So mass multiplied by change in velocity will give us the change in momentum. So in this case, V is the final velocity and U is the initial velocity. So the mass is 4 kg and this is the initial and this is the final. So if you substitute that into this, you'll be having a 4 into 2i plus 3j minus this initial velocity, that will be 3i plus 10j. If you expand this bracket here, the minus will open the bracket here, you'll be having 4 into 2i plus 3j, then minus 3i minus 10j. Then you can now collect like times here. So 2i minus 3i will give us minus i, 3j minus 10j will give us minus 7j. Then 4 we can open the bracket here, that will give us minus 4i minus 28j, which make option B the right answer for question number 28. Question number 29 is from the coordinate geometry. So I forgot to tell you in one of the questions that we talk about in under coordinate geometry, there's a video I made on coordinate geometry that is on my channel right away. There I explain all the subtopic under coordinate geometry, and if you check that video, that will enable you to understand everything on coordinate geometry. Please check the video out, and I know you are going to appreciate the video. If the line 3x plus 2y equals to 4 and 2x minus ky equals to 1 are perpendicular, find the value of k. We know that two straight lines, the condition for perpendicularity of two straight lines is that the product of their gradients must be equals to minus 1. So that means you can find the gradient of this straight line and find the gradient of this straight line as well. When you multiply them together, then it gives us minus 1. That will enable us to find the value of k. So the first one, okay, this is the condition for perpendicularity of two straight lines. So where m1 and m2 are the gradient of the two straight lines. So for the first straight line, which is 3x minus plus 2y equals to 4, we can find the gradient of that straight line by making y subject of the formula. So we'll be having 2y equals to minus 3x plus 4 divided both sides by 2. We have y equals to minus 3x plus 4 over 2. Then you can split this fraction now. That gives us a y equals to minus 3x over 2 plus 4 over 2 also, that gives us 2. So the coefficient of x here, which is minus 3 over 2, is the gradient. So that means the gradient of this straight line is minus 3 over 2. You can do that to do the second straight line as well. We have 2x minus ky equals to 1. So we need to make y square of the formula. So we'll be having ky equals to, that means I move this one to this side. So we'll be having 2x minus 1. So you can divide both sides by k. So we'll be having 2x over k minus 1 over k. So if you divide both sides by k, then you now split the fraction. You are going to be having this. So the gradient here of this one will be the coefficient of x is 2 over k. Since the two straight lines are perpendicular, so you need to multiply out these two gradients, and that will be equals to minus 1. So we'll be having minus 3 over 2 times 2 over k equals to minus 1. 2 will cancel 2, so you'll be having minus 3 over k equals to minus 1. You can cross multiply there. So you'll be having minus k minus 3 equals to minus k. Minus will take care of minus, so k will be equals to 3, which make option A the right answer for question number 29. Question number 30 is from probability. In a dart firing contest, probability that Ade and John hit the target are 1 over 6 and 3 over 5 respectively. What is the probability that only one of them will hit the target? So probability that only one of them will hit the target will be probability that Ade will hit, John will not hit, or probability that Ade will not hit, John will hit. So what do? The probability of Ade will hit is 1 over 6. That we need to find probability that it will not hit, since only one of them will hit the target. So probability that Ade will not hit the target will be 1 minus probability that it will hit. So 1 minus 1 over 6 will give us a 5 over 6. So this is the probability that Ade will not hit. Also, probability that John will hit is 3 over 5. We need to find probability that John will not hit. That will be 1 minus 3 over 5. That gives us 2 over 5. Therefore, probability that one of them will hit, that will be probability that Ade hits and John miss, or probability that Ade will miss, John will hit. So if you put that into this, you will be having probability that Ade will hit, that will be 1 over 6, times John will miss, that will be 2 over 5, plus, that is or miss plus, then the probability that Ade will miss, that will be 2 over 5. Sorry, that Ade miss rather, that will be 5 over 6 rather. Ade miss is 5 over 6 times probability that John hit, that will be 3 over 5. From there, we can simplify this further. 2 can go in 6, that gives us 3. That gives us a 1 over 15 plus 5 can go in 5, that gives us a 3 over, and 3 can go in 6, that gives us 1 over 2. So find the LCM, that will be 30, that will be 2 plus 15 over 30, and that gives us 17 over 30, which make option D the right answer, option A the right answer for question number 30. Question number 31 is from the vector, is from the forces rather. Forces. We are told that the two forces F1 are 8 Newton and at the direction of 60 degrees, and the F2 8 Newton 330 degrees at on a particle. Calculate the magnitude of force that will keep the particle in an equilibrium. So what do? You can help us locate these two vectors, these two forces on the plane. So if I draw the quadrant, then I will locate this force F1 rather. So that will fall in the 60 degree, that will be in the first quadrant. So and that will be F1, that will be 8 Newton. Then the angle is 60 degrees. Then I will need to get the y component of this force and the x component of the force. But before we do that, let's locate this one also. So this 330 will fall in the fourth quadrant, because this is the first, second, third, and fourth. It will fall here. So I'll draw a straight line also to represent the the second force, which is also 8 Newton. Then from here, which is 0, back to the fourth quadrant, that's 360. So that means from here to here will give us 330 degrees. Then that means the remaining angle here will be 360 minus 330, that gives us 30 degrees also. So you can also find the y component, and the x component of these forces as well. So let's see that the forces are 8 Newton and 8 Newton. Then let's see the y component of the first one, which is this one. Because the angle is 60 degrees. So the y component of this one will be 8 sine 60. How? That should be, sine is opposite. This y axis here is corresponding to this side here, y the side here, y here. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse, because this 8 Newton is representing this force here. So opposite over hypotenuse is sine. So to now get this y component, so you need to make this side resolve the formula, and that will give us 8 sine 60. So 8 sine 60 will give us 6.93, and the s component of this force will be 8 cos 60. Cos is that's talking about the s axis, which is the s component, s axis component. Now that will be adjacent of hypotenuse, which is cos. So 8 cos 60 give us a 4.0. So we need to do that for this the second force also, which is also 8 Newton. So that means you'll be having for the y component, because this fall in the negative side of y axis, so that will be having minus 8 sine 30, that gives us minus 4.0. And for the x axis, it's still the positive at the positive side, so we'll be having 8 cos 30, that gives us 6.93. So we need to sum these forces together. We sum this together, that gives us 2.93. Sum this together, that gives us 10.93. So you can now find the result, the magnitude of this force by finding the square root of each of these added together. So we'll be having the square root of 2.93 squared plus 10.93 squared, and if you simplify that with your calculator, that gives us 11.31 Newton, approximately to two decimal places, and that's make option D the right answer. Question number 32 is from the trigonometric ratio of compound angle. Trigonometric ratio of compound angle, we are given that tan P is equal to 3 over 4 and tan Q is 8 over 15. Evaluate tan P plus Q. So you should know that tan P plus Q is tan P plus tan Q over 1 minus tan P tan Q. So this is trigonometric ratio of compound angle, because you're having two angles here now added together. So from there now you are given the value of tan P and tan Q. You can substitute that into this function, into this equation. So that will give us tan P is 3 over 4 plus tan Q is 8 over 15 over 1 minus 3 over 4 times 8 over 15. Can simplify this further by finding the LCM of the numerator here, and that should be 60. 4 in 60 is 15 times 3, that gives us 45, plus 15 in 60 is 4 times 8, that gives us 32 over, then 4 can go in 8 here, that gives us 2, 3 can go in 15, that gives us 5, that gives us 2 over 5 here. If you add this together, that gives us 77 over 60 divided by, you can find the LCM of this as well, 1 minus 2 over 5, that gives us 3 over 5. Then you can now change this one to times, that gives us 77 over 60 times 5 over 3 by inversing this fraction. I invert this fraction here to get this. What can we do? 5 can go in 60, that will give us give us 12. So 3 times 12 gives us 36. So you have 77 over 36 as the solution to that question, and that make option C the right answer for question number 32. Question number 33 is from the application of integration. So we have to find the volume of the solid of revolution generated when the region bounded by y equals to s3s squared equals s equal to 0 and s equal to 2 and s axis is projected about the x-axis, and the x-axis is related about the x-axis through 360 degrees, taking pi to be equal to 7.2 over 7. So this is the application of integration. So to do this, you need to use the formula volume is equal to integral of pi y squared. So pi here is a constant, comes out of here. So if you're having a pi is equal to integral of y squared, but our y here is our y is 3s squared. So that means you need to square the value of your y. So that gives us a 9. If I square the value of our y, so because you're having y squared, so if you square 3s squared, that gives us a 9 s raised to power 4. If you return that into this, we have v is equals to pi 9 raised to power 4. So 9 s raised to power 4 rather, and the range of the integral is from the 2, or the boundary of the integral is from 2 to 0. So you have 2 to 0. Then from there, if I integrate 9x raised to the power 4, what do I get? That will give me the 9x raised to the power 5 over 5. Then put in the boundary from 2 to 0. So that means I will put the values of my boundary here. So we have in 9 into bracket 2 raised to the power 5 over 5 minus. If I put 0 here also, that will cancel out. So I don't need to do that. I can just do v is equal to pi into bracket 9 times 2 raised to the power 5 over 5. That's I put the value of a boundary 2 here. So that gives us this. So I don't need to do the other one. Or even if I do it, I'm going to give us 0. So from there, if I simplify that further, you have 2 raised to the power 5 times 9 over 5. That will give us 228 over 5. Then pi is 22 over 7. And if I simplify that further, that'll give me 181 units cube, which is option C for question number 33. Question number 34, still on forces. You are told that a body initially accelerates is acted by upon by these three forces. But to find correct to the one decimal place the magnitude of the resultant of the forces. So it's very similar to the question that we just finished now. I think the one where we talk about forces, as well. You're going to do the same thing here also. So we draw what's it called, your plane. Then you locate all these forces with their angle of inclination. So the first one was F1, which is having the force of 6 Newton, and the angle is 30 degrees. So I will draw a straight line here representing the F1, and the force is 6 Newton. Then I will locate the angle, which is 30 degrees, and so that I'll be able to find both the y component and the s component of the force. Then also the second one is f of 2, and the angle is sorry, the second force is f2, and the angle is 180. So from 0 to 180, so that means this x-axis on this part here should represent the f of 2. So this x-axis here, the negative of x-axis should represent f of 2, and the angle there is from 1 here to here, that's 180 degrees. Then the f of 3 is 90 degrees, so that'll be from here to here 90. So from 0 to the y-axis here is 90 degrees, so that this in one represents f of 3. That's f of 3, f3 rather, and the magnitude of the force is 10 Newton here, and the angle there is 90 degrees as well. So we are now to get the s component and the y component of all the forces. Then if you do that in a tabular form, we have this. So for the first one, which is the 6 Newton, this is the force. So I think I've already explained this one before, so I'm going to be fast with it here. So we need to get the y component of this force, 6 Newton. So that will give us a for the s component, that will give us a 6, which is the force, which is representing this represent this straight line here. Then we are looking for the y component, which is the y-axis. Sorry, the s component now, which is the x-axis rather. The s component, which is the x-axis rather. So that will give us a 6 cos 30. That will give us a 5.2, and the y component, that will be 6 sin 30. That will give us 3.0, because the s component and the y component is still as the positive side of x and the positive side of y. Then for the 10 Newton force, which is this one, also the y-s component still on the positive side of the x. We have 10 cos 90, because of the angle here is 90 degrees, that was 0. And for the y-axis, so for y component too, also because this side is still on the y positive side of y as well, so we are going to be having a 10 sin 90, that gives us a 10. Then for the force of 8 Newton, which is represented by this line here, so you also be having 8 cos 180, that gives us minus 8. And for the y component, you'll be having 8 sin 180, that gives us 0. And if you sum all these s components together, the forces of the s component together and these forces together, you are going to have minus 2.8 and 30.0. And if you want to find the result out of the forces, you have to find the square root of the square of this plus the square of this, and that should give us 30.3 Newton if you simplify that with your calculator. So that will make option C the right answer for question number 34. Question number 35 is from the equation of circle. Find the locus of 0.8 centimeter from C, 0.3. So, of course, a locus of point with equal distance from the fixed point is talking about a circle. So they didn't say circle here, but because they want you to interpret the meaning of locus, so they say a locus of point from a fixed point. So that locus, the length of the locus is 8 centimeters. That's talking about the radius, and from the fixed point, that's talking about the center, which is the center of a circle. I have the coordinate of 0.3. So if I draw the diagram, I'll be having this is the fixed point, the center, and there is a locus. The locus is the one that forms the circle, and the equal distance from the fixed point, that should be the radius, which is 8 centimeters. So that from this circle, we have to find the equation of the circle, and in that case, that means you have to use the find equation of the circle center 0.3, sorry 0,3 rather, and radius 8. So if you remember that equation of circle center a comma b radius r will give us x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals to r squared. But in this case, the coordinate of the center is 0,3. So that means your a will be 0 and your b will be 3, and then your r will be 8. If you substitute that, you'll be having this. So s minus 0 is x, so that gives us s squared. Then this will be expanded in 2 places, equals to 64. So you'll be having this. So if you expand this bracket in 2 places and you expand and collect like times, you'll be having y squared minus 6y plus 9 equals to 64. Then from there, what can we do? We can take 9 to this side to collect like times. So we'll be having s squared plus y squared minus 6y equals to 55, which is the equation of the circle we're looking for. That make option A the right answer for question number 35. Question number 37 is from the matrices. In this case, you have to find the we are given matrix M, which is having 2 by 2 matrix. You have to find the inverse of that matrix M. Like I told you, there's a video on my channel that can help you to understand all this simple way of finding the inverse of 2 by 2 matrix. So to find the inverse of a matrix, we need the adjoint of the matrix divided by the determinant of the matrix. So inverse of a matrix is adjoint of the matrix divided by determinant of the matrix. So how can we need to find the determinant? So we need to find the determinant of the matrix first. So okay, let's find the adjoint first. Adjoint of the matrix, how do we get that? Adjoint of the matrix is cofactor transpose, but I'm not going to take you through that long journey. That is meant for further mathematics students. Of course, you are dealing with further mathematics question here, but since this is objective question, so there's no need for us going through the long method, so we can just use the shortcut. So how do we get the adjoint? The first thing to do is to this diagonal here, this minus 5 and 0, you interchange them. So 0 will come here and minus 5 will come here, so you have a 0 minus 5. Then the second diagonal, you will not interchange that one. Don't interchange. All you need to do is to multiply each of them by minus. So multiply 7 by minus, multiply minus 8 by minus. So that will give us a 3. Then we have minus 7. So this is the adjoint of matrix M. Then we need to get the determinants. So to get the determinant of this matrix, I already explained this before. So that means you need to cross multiply the diagonals and subtract. So minus 5 times 0 give us minus 5 give us 0. Then minus, you have 7 times minus 3 also. So we'll be having this to get the determinant. So that will give us a 0 plus 21. That gives us 21. So you now put us into this formula. You'll be having the inverse to be this adjoint divided by determinant, which is 21. So that can be written as I can write this one as a 1 over 21. 1 over 21 into bracket 0 minus 7, 3 over minus 5. Which means that this 1 over 7 will multiply each of the elements inside the bracket here. So 1 over 21 times 0 give us 0. Then 1 over 21 times minus 7. 7 can go in 21, that gives us 3. So we have minus 1 over 3. So 1 over 21 times 3 give us 3 can go in 21, that will give us 7. So that will give us 1 over 7. Then minus 5 times 1 over 7, 1 over 21 will give us a minus 5 over 21, which is the inverse of the matrix we also find. And that will make option let's see, I think option B, the right answer for question number 37. Question number 38 is from probability also. You are told that if a pair of die is thrown twice, find probability that the sum is not a prime number. So before we do that, we need to get the sample space for throwing 2 die. So if you do that, that will give us this here chart. This is the first die, this is the second die. So if they are thrown together, you see that the first die can show 1, the second one will show 1, or the first one will show 1, the second one will show 2, first one will show 1, the second one will show 3, first one will show 1, the second one will show 4, and so on. Or the first one will show 2, second one will show 1, and so on. So this from here to here, from here to here is the total, is the sample space for throwing 2 die. So, and all the total outcome there will be 36. So now, based on this probability, you also find the sum that we show is not a prime number. So that means if the sum is not a prime number, that means it has to be either even or odd. So now, what can we say? Which number here are not odd when they are not prime, when they are summed together? So 1 plus 1 gives us 2, and 2 is a prime number, so that one is not part of it. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So, and 3 is a prime number, so it's not part of it. So 1 plus 3 is 4, that's even, so we need that. 1 plus 4 is 5, that is prime, we don't need it. 1 plus 5 is 6, that is even, we need it. 1 plus 7 is prime, we don't need it. So 1 plus 2 is 3, that is prime, we don't need it. 2 plus 2 is 4, we need that. 2 plus 3 is 5, we don't need it. 2 plus 4 is 6, we need it. We don't need this, we need this. We need this. We don't need this, but we need this. We don't need this, we need this. We don't, well, this is 3 plus 6 is what, 9. And 9 is not a prime number, we need this. So this is prime, this is even, we need it. We don't need it, we need this. This is 9, we need this. This is 10, we need this. This is 6, we need. 7, we don't need. 8, we need. 9, we need. 10, we need. 11, we don't need. 11 is a prime number, we don't need it. 7 is a prime, we don't need. 8 is we need. 9 we need. 10 we need. 11 is a prime number, we don't need it. Then 12 is even, we need it. So these are the favorable outcomes that we need. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So the probability that the sum is not a prime number will be 21 over 36. That gives us 7 over 12, which is option D for question number 38. Question number 39 is from trigonometric ratio. You are given that cos y is equal to minus half and tan y is greater than 0. You have to find the value of y. So from there, what can we do? Cos y is equal to minus half, that is same as a minus 0.5. So if I find the cos inverse of y of this minus 0.5, that will give us 120 degrees. But we are told that y, we have to find the tan y, and the answer must not be equal to 0, must be greater than 0. So if you use this angle for tan y, you are not going to, the value you are going to get is going to be less than 0. So that means that you cannot use, that means this is not the angle they want us to find. You cannot say you should find tan, and the tan y is equal to 0, is greater than 0. So you have to find the value of y. I don't think you understand what the question is saying. You have to find the value of y, but if you evaluate tan y, whatever you're going to get should be greater than 0. So if you put this y into here now, if you find tan 120, what you're going to get is going to be less than 0. So that means the value of y is not 120. So what can we do? We can use a quadrant to find the equivalent values of this angle. So at the second quadrant, where this angle fall, sine cos is negative. So what can we do? We can subtract this angle from 180. That gives us 60 degrees. So tan 60 now is going to be greater than 0, and which make the y angle 60 degrees, which is option A. Then the last question for this video is that is from the combination. A medical group consists of 7 general practitioners and 5 surgeons. In how many ways can an outreach team of 5 medical personnel be selected if the team must have at least 3 general practitioners? At least, if how many ways can an outreach team of 5 medical personnel be selected if the team must have at least 3 general practitioners? So that means the question is from combination, but with like more options. So at least 3 general practitioners must be there out of 7 of them. So what can we do? So don't forget that you have to find 5 medical personnel altogether, and at least 3 generals must be there. So that means the first one will be what's it called? The first one will be 7 combination 3, which should be, we are picking 3 generals from 7 generals multiplied by 5 combination 2, which should be 2 from the surgeon. So this is the first option. Don't forget that the addition of these 3 plus 2 will give us 5 for the medical personnel that must be selected, or which is plus. Don't forget that they said that at least 3 general personnel must be there. So at least means the minimum should be 3. It could be 3 general practitioners, or 4 or 5. So since 5 5 medical team must be selected, or so if you increase this generals to 4 now, so you'll be having 7 combination 4. So that means you are having 1 person to be picked from the surgeon. So you'll be having 5 combination 1, or which is plus. You can pick all the 5 of them from the general practitioners. So you can have 7 combination 5 multiplied by, you are not picking anybody from the surgeon. That will be 5 combination 0. So if you simplify this, so this will give us a 35. 7 combination 5 times 5 combination 2 is 10, plus 7 combination 4 is 35, times 5 combination 1 is 5, plus 7 combination 5 is 21, multiplied by 5 combination 0 is 1. So this gives us 350 plus 175 plus 21, and that should give us 146 ways to be done, or to be set to select all these the outreach that they were to pick, which make option D the right answer for question number 40. So that is all about the questions that we have to solve, or the student have to solve, for that Wassce 25 further mathematics objective question. So we have been able to solve the question together one after the other, and we have been able to see what the examining body expected from the students, and we have been able to select the right option from the option provided. And I believe that you enjoy the teaching and the explanation rather. Now, before we go, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please click the subscribe button on the channel right now, in as much that if you want us to update you time to time with a new video, please click on the subscribe button right now, so that you will be notified whenever we post information on this platform. And please, we are appealing for the again that you share this video on all your social media platforms. There are students out there who doesn't know about this platform. They don't know that this platform exists, and you are the one that will help us reach out to them And how do we do that? Is by sharing the videos on this platform. So when they see the usefulness of this, they want to come and use it. So please share this video on all your social media platform and groups on the social medias, whether WhatsApp or Facebooks and so on, so as to help us reach out to many students who need this resource material. Don't forget to like this video, comment in the comment section of this video, so as to help us improve our new video. And in the next video, I'm going to be discussing the theoretical part of this video, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.